We're going to make ourselves something quite unique. We're going to make a repair kit. It might not seem very useful, but it's actually one of the most powerful items in the entire game. So for example, take this door. Quite simply, I can press F to interact with it when I'm close to open and close it. But of course, if I walk too far backwards, I can no longer interact with the door and open it. How very frustrating. But if I do something very interesting and switch to having the repair tool in my hand, suddenly I can interact and open and close these doors, despite the fact that if I don't have the repair kit in my hand, I can't. How very interesting. So is there a limit at the range I can interact with these doors? Well, if I run all the way over here and build myself a little podium using these wooden blocks, there you go, I can see the wooden door over there. I can press F and I can still open and close it. How very interesting indeed. So yes, provided it's in your render distance, using a repair kit, you can interact with anything in the game. This includes my bed, allowing me to teleport across the map. We can also open up our chest and take items from it despite it being really far away. Access our workbench, the tanning rack, open up the furnace, do some crafting. Right, so I've decided to demonstrate the main power of using the repair kit and why I honestly don't think it should necessarily be patched, because it allows me to traverse great distances with relative ease. I have built what I can only describe as something that maybe your mother used back in the day, the pole network. Quite simply, construct a pole anywhere on the landscape and place on top of it a random stool. Then using the repair kit, you can warp on top of the pole by pressing F. Then all you need to do is sight the next pole in the network. So I've got this bad boy here who I just press F and warp to from over there. Then I've got another pole just located over there, so I warp over here. Huzzah, I'm traversing great distances now. Then I have another one there, so one quick warp later, turn myself around, find the next little location to warp to, and then suddenly, oh my goodness, is that all of my stuff, including my bed? Yes, it is. So using just this random repair kit, I'm able to teleport vast distances without having to move those pesky legs.